Hey guys, and welcome to the Summit. Welcome to a Blu-ray update video, and the first thing I want to tell you is Dragonzord! Check it out, I got a Tommy the Green Ranger t-shirt from Hot Topic, and I absolutely love this thing. Tommy was my hero when I was a little kid, and if he's not your hero, there's a problem. Go back and watch Power Rangers because Tommy's amazing, but check it out. I got a Blu-ray update for you guys, and let's just get into it. The first one I have for you isn't a Blu-ray. It's actually a TV series, Season 2. I got Batman, the animated series, Season 2. I have Season 1. I told you. And if you don't remember, go back and watch my TV series collection video. I talked about Batman, the animated series, and how amazing it is, and how I'm going to pick up the rest of it. I actually went and got the second season, and I can't wait to get Seasons 3 and Season 4. But this is an awesome TV show from my childhood. It's great. It's a really beautiful box set, and actually the Riddler is in Season 2, so I'm happy about that. The front is embossed. Batman right here is embossed on the front, and he's actually embossed on the side there too. And on the back we get, some pictures of the villains. I mean, there's Killer Croc and the Joker, Penguin, Two-Face, Batman kicking some serious ass, the Penguin, more Batman kicking ass, the Joker, and just an awesome series, and I can't wait to get Seasons 3 and 4. Alright guys, let's jump into the Blu-rays. First we got Clash of the Titans, and I know what you're saying, it's not really that great of a movie. Sam Worthington can't really act very well. I actually liked Clash of the Titans. I actually liked Wrath of the Titans a little bit more, but this movie does have some awesome scenes, like the Scorpion fight scene I thought was great. The climax of the movie is actually really, really good. And, Sam Worthington, unlike somebody else, Todd Courtney, actually has a little bit of charm with his acting, and he actually fits this series very well. And I actually really liked him in Avatar, too. I felt weird having Wrath of the Titans and not having Clash of the Titans, so that's why I picked this one up. Plus, it's a nice addition to my Sword and Sandal collection. Next up, we got The Wrestler, starring Mickey Rourke, directed by Darren Aronofsky. This is actually one of my favorite films. I saw this when it came out on DVD a long time ago, and Mickey Rourke is just amazing in this. He was nominated for Best Actor for this movie. I know you guys probably know this, but Nicolas Cage was actually up to play Randy the Ram, and he was the first choice. Well, actually, Mickey Rourke was the first choice and passed, so the role was offered to Nicolas Cage, and Nicolas Cage initially was signed on, but he said, I'm going to have to back out. And I think my friend Mickey, because they're actually friends in real life, I think my friend Mickey Rourke would actually do better. So Mickey Rourke took over. But Nicolas Cage, man, what can you say? You can't have anything bad to say about Nicolas Cage after he does that. That's class, my friend. And he went on to be nominated. Could you imagine if Nicolas Cage was nominated for this movie? It could have been his second Oscar. Who knows? But this is still a great movie. This movie actually shows wrestlers in a different light, and it makes you respect them a ton more. Okay guys, we got Avengers Age of Ultron, and I saw this at Walmart, just out of pure I need it, I went and bought it. I watched it that day. Not as good as the first Avengers, but it's still a good movie. It's probably one of the better movies of the newest phase of Marvel movies. And I really don't think it's as good as Guardians of the Galaxy, but I still think it's a great movie. It might be just a smidge better than Captain America the Winter Soldier. I thought that everybody was good in this movie. Black Widow really stood out for me in this one. James Spader as Ultron, just awesome. And James Spader is actually one of my favorite actors, and he was perfect for the role. Jeremy Renner got more time to shine in this. Everybody was good in this. Mark Ruffalo gave a great performance. The characters were more rounded off in this one. There was more depth in this movie than there was in the first Avengers, and I like that. I like getting to know the characters a lot more, and it just makes me really excited for the final two Avengers movies. And the Vision. Paul Bettany as the Vision. Just amazing. Insidious Chapter 2. I know, we're in October, so you're going to start seeing some horror movies on this channel. I got Insidious Chapter 2, and I actually saw Insidious Chapter 2 before I watched Insidious. And a lot of people say that this movie isn't as good as the first one. I actually think this one's a little bit better than the first Insidious. I think that all the characters were really well done in this movie. I think that Patrick Wilson was just just awesome in this. He's one of my favorite actors. I still think he should be in more things. Rose Byrne is still great. All of the side characters are also really good in this movie. Guys, you're probably going to get mad at me for this one, but I had to get it. I got Pompeii on Blu-ray, and it stars Kit Harington, Emily Browning, and Kiefer Sutherland, and I can never remember this guy's name, and I just can't pronounce it. It's directed by Paul W.S. Anderson, and if you guys don't know, he's one of my, he annoys me the most. Not one of my favorite directors of all time. Does not know how to direct action, but this is a sword and sandal movie, and I have a weakness for those. I really do, and I love them. I watched this movie before, and I actually really did like it. Kit Harington is good in the movie, and I actually really liked Kiefer Sutherland as the bad guy. I'm a sword and sandal guy, and I gotta have it. Okay, guys, the next movie I got is a movie that I had to see in theaters. I just had to see it in theaters, and my glasses keep falling down. Freddy vs. Jason. And this movie gets a lot of hate, but a lot of love at the same time. This is a really different movie for both of these characters. I actually really like this movie. I bought it on DVD, and now I have it on Blu-ray, so I can trade in my DVD for that glorious blue. Robert Englund, just great as Freddy in this movie. And I forget who plays Jason Voorhees, but it's not Kane Hodder. I have to look it up. Let me know if you know. But I actually thought this was a fun movie. The thing that I like about this the most is what was never filmed. They actually had an alternate post-credit scene where they show Freddy and Jason in hell, and then chains come out of nowhere and Pinhead appears. But it had to do with rights and everything, but just imagine how awesome that would have been. Alright guys, check it out. Black Death, starring Sean Bean and Eddie Redmayne before he won the Oscar. I'm starting to get quite the Sean Bean collection here. I actually heard a lot of good things about this movie and a lot of bad things about this movie, so let me know. What's the difference? Is this movie good or is it bad? It actually looks pretty cool from what it says on the back, and I love Sean Bean. Everybody knows that. From everything on here in the trailer, the movie looks really cool, and I can't wait to check it out. Hey, what are you doing over there? We got The Fighter, starring Mark We got The Fighter, starring Mark Wahlberg and Christian Bale. I'm not wearing hockey pads. He, of course, is not wearing hockey pads, but he's addicted to coke in this movie. Yeah, Mark Wahlberg plays a boxer, and Christian Bale plays his brother and his trainer. I'm sorry, I can't talk today, guys, but I really wanted to get this video out there for you. Christian Bale actually won the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor in this movie, and I believe Amy Adams was nominated for Best Supporting Actress for this movie. I'm starting to get into the fight genre, and I just picked up a couple of fight genre movies. Like I just picked up Warrior not too long ago, and I had to get The Fighter. The next one I'm probably going to get is Ali, and then probably, what is that movie? Oh, wow, I can't remember. The fighting movie with what's her name? I can't remember. I'll probably remember by the end of the video. Check it out if you haven't seen it. I have seen this movie before, and I just needed it for my fight collection. Alright guys, Casino. Robert De Niro, Sharon Stone, and Joe Pesci. And I told Blu-ray Dan I'd try, and I know it's probably going to be bad, but I'm going to try it anyway. Huh? No. Huh? Me? Huh? Casino. Robert De Niro. Huh? Little bit. Huh? Little bit. Huh? Better check it out. I'm in it. You know Blu-ray Dan. I like his stuff. Huh? You better check him out. I'll break your legs. Huh? You better check it out. Huh? I started to turn into Al Pacino there at the end. I'm sorry, Dan. That's the best I can do. Huh? Little bit. Alright guys, more horror. The Amityville horror remake. This is one of the only horror remakes that I really like. I really like Ryan Reynolds in this movie. This movie proves that he is actually a really diverse actor. He goes from two different sides of the coin in this movie. This movie's old, so if you haven't seen it now, there are going to be some spoilers. He goes from the nicest guy ever to a complete dick by the end of this movie. This movie is a really underrated horror movie, and definitely check it out if you haven't seen it for a really good performance by Ryan Reynolds. The next one we got, Fright Night, starring Anton Yelchin and Colin Farrell. Colin Farrell is actually really good in this movie. He was gone for a long time, and then he just came back with a couple good performances under his belt. Yeah, Total Recall. I really liked him in the Total Recall remake. And Fright Night. He's actually really good in this. He's very imposing as a vampire. and David Tennant. David Tennant steals the show in this movie for me. Not just because he's the Doctor and one of my favorites, but he actually is a really versatile actor, and he's really good in this movie. Alright guys, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. And I showed you this in one of my RAV videos. Like I said, it felt like my collection wasn't complete without Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. You know, I just had to have it. So there it is. This movie was actually given to me. I didn't actually buy it. How to Train Your Dragon 2 on Blu-ray. Love this movie. I'm pretty sure it was nominated for Best Animation when it came out. And I don't know if it won or not. I can't remember. Let me know if you remember who won the Academy Award for Best Animation, which movie did. So sad at some points. Great action. Really, really good one. And I hope they're making a third one. The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Not exactly a horror movie. You know, it's a really good musical film, and I actually really like this movie. I love Tim Curry, one of my favorite actors of all time. Still need to get Legend on Blu-ray because I love him as the Darkness. Just one of his best roles ever. Oh my god. And I can't wait to check it out. Just looking at it makes me want to watch it. Alright guys, this movie gets a lot of flack by not being that great. Halloween 2, Rob Zombie's sequel to his Halloween reimagining. I actually really like this movie. There are some strange sequences, but this movie is brutal, guys. Like, the kills in this movie, you know, you think the person is dead, and then there's some serious overkill, but I actually really like this. Very visceral, very dark, and it adds a couple more layers to the story. And Rob Zombie's unique take on the horror genre is definitely present in this film. You can't have Insidious Chapter 2 without Insidious. I actually really liked Insidious, and like I said, I watched Insidious after I watched Insidious 2. After watching Insidious 2, it made Insidious make a little bit more sense. They tied them both together and answered a lot of questions in the second one that weren't answered in this one. I actually really like this one. It's slowly becoming one of my favorite horror movies ever. And just like I said, everyone in this movie is great. And James Wan, oh my god, I can't wait to see what you do with Waterman. Aquaman is going to be so amazing with you. And just Insidious. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Alright guys, the last one I have for you is the Daniel Craig James Bond collection. I got this at Walmart. This is the first three Daniel Craig James Bond movies in a collection. So we got Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, and Skyfall all in the same collection. And it's got a beautiful case. It shows you all three original covers. And of course, you take it out. You got the same cover there. But if you open it up, they all have... This actually bothers me a little bit. They have the first one, second one, and then that one has the Skyfall cover. Which, I'm like, really? You can't make it like these two? That bothers me just a little bit. There you have it, guys. My Blu-ray update. And I'm out of breath. I'm sorry. I'm filming this whole thing sick. And I figured that I would try to do it. You know, I figured I'd try to do it while I could still, you know, hold a coherent conversation with... Wow. I'm not talking to anyone except for my camera. I'm dying right now, I really am. I think I have the flu. I'm not sure. But I tried to do this video. If you guys like it, let me know down in the comments. I'm sweating really bad right now, guys. Let me know what you think of these pickups. And I know this is probably my longest Blu-ray update in a while. I've been picking up a lot of Blu-rays and I just haven't had the time to talk about them. Between being sick and having to work, I work all the time now with my new job. Lots of overtime. The only reason I had time to make this video today is because I had to take off because of work. Because of being sick. So, I guess that's it for this Blu-ray update video. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter because you know I have them. Give this video a like, give it a share, and most importantly, this has been Zach versus the Blu-ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends.